Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom. Okay, so I wanted to get into a lesson starting off in Isaiah, the 14th chapter, and the first verse. So Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson to the elect. So I'll go ahead and I'll get straight into it. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. That's right. So we understand that the Lord will have mercy on us. Okay, the Lord will choose us again. Okay, speaking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, continuing on. And set them in their own land. That's right. We understand that the Lord is going to set us back in our own land. Okay, speaking about the land of Israel. Okay, we don't have to buy plane tickets. Okay, get on the jet. No, we understand that the Lord is going to put us back in our land. Okay, the land of Israel. Okay, and now I'll continue on. And the strangers shall be joined with them. That's right. It says, and the strangers shall be joined with them. And that's speaking about the Israelite foreigners. Okay, continuing on. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Verse 2. And the people right here is speaking about the Israelites. Okay, continuing on. Shall take them. That's right. It says shall take them. Shall take who? The other nations. Okay, continuing on. And bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord. And we know that the land of the Lord is the land of Israel. Okay, continuing on. For servants and handmaids. That's right. It says for servants and handmaids. Okay, so we understand that we're going to possess you other nations in the kingdom of heaven as servants and handmaids, man. We understand that y'all will be our slaves, okay, in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, continuing on. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were. That's right. And we understand that we were captives under all you different nations. Okay, but we're going to take y'all captive. Okay, we're going to have y'all in captivity. Okay, we're the Lord's chosen people, and we went into captivity under these different nations, man. So how much more when it's our turn, okay, in the kingdom of heaven, ruling over all you nations. Okay, continuing on. Whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. That's right. It says, and they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay, and we understand that all you nations are our oppressors. Okay, but at the top of that list, oppressing our people, are you Edomites, man. Okay, and we understand that y'all will go into captivity, man. Okay, so let me go ahead and get what else I had. Okay, I'll get this in Colossians, the 3rd chapter. All right. And I'll start at the 25th verse. Okay. This is Colossians chapter 3 and verse 25. But he that doeth the wrong shall receive for the wrong which he had done. Okay. And we understand that Esau Edom has done a lot of wrong to our people, man. Okay. Just look at what this damn devil was doing when our people were in slavery, man. Okay. The gator bait, the butt breaking, Derby dose. Okay, this damn devil has a lot to pay for, man. He has done a lot of wrong throughout history. Okay, he's still doing a lot of wrong. So we know that you Edomites, you got a lot to pay for, man. Okay, you're going to receive for the wrong which you have done, man. Okay, and we understand that you other nations, y'all aren't innocent as well, man. We know that y'all are confederate against us pursuant to Psalms the 83rd chapter. Okay, so that's why y'all are going to go into captivity right along with Esau Edom, man. Okay, so I'll read this from the top again. This is Colossians chapter 3 and verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he had done, and there is no respect of persons. That's right. So we understand that the Lord isn't a respecter of persons, man. Okay, so the Lord doesn't care about your financial status or your political status here. Okay, we understand, man, that you got a lot to pay for, man. Okay, starting with you Edomites, man. Starting with you elites of you Edomites, man. Okay, you know, you international bankers, you Rothschilds on down. Okay, we understand that y'all will be the first fruits into captivity, man. All right, so let me go ahead and get what else I had. Let me go to Jeremiah. All right, let me get this in Jeremiah, the 30th chapter. All right. And I'll get this at the 16th verse. Okay. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. And we understand that all you nations had a hand in devouring the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, all of y'all had a hand in devouring our people, man. Okay, so we understand that y'all are going to be devoured, man. Okay, so I read this from the top again. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries. Okay, and we understand that all you nations are the adversaries of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, we understand that all you nations are our adversaries. Okay, but what's going to happen to our adversaries? I read it again. And all thine adversaries, every one of them. So we understand none of y'all will be left out. Okay, none of you will get away. Okay, continuing on, shall go into captivity. So we understand that all you nations will go into captivity, man. Okay, under us. All right, we understand that it's prophecy. Okay, it's already written. Okay, the Lord is not a man that he should lie. Okay, so we understand that all these prophecies will come to pass, man, whether you like it or not, whether you believe or not, man. Okay, y'all will go into captivity. Okay, continuing on. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. Okay, and all you nations had a hand in spoiling our people. Okay, but we understand that y'all will be spoiled, man. Okay, continuing on. And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. That's right, and all you nations preyed upon our people, man. Okay, but we understand that y'all will be given for a prey. Okay, so you see it here, man. Okay, it's already written for you nations to go into captivity. All right, and we understand what's going to happen to you Edomites after you serve your time in captivity. Okay, the whole house of Esau, they're going to be rounded up and burnt off the face of the earth. Okay, after they serve 1,000 years in captivity, man. Okay, we understand y'all are going to be burnt off the face of the earth pursuant to Obadiah verse 18, man. Okay, but we know that you other nations, y'all will be able to go back to y'all land after y'all serve y'all time in captivity, but y'all will still be under us, man. All right, so let me go ahead and get what else I had to show you that Esau is a wicked ruler, man. Okay, let me get this in Proverbs, the 29th chapter. Okay, and I'll start at the 2nd verse. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. That's right. It says when the righteous are in authority. And who are the righteous? The Israelites. Okay, the Israelites are the righteous. Okay, it says when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Okay, and we've seen a great example of this when King Solomon was in rulership. Okay, it was 40 years of peace. Okay, the people were rejoicing. Why? Because at that time, the righteous was in authority. Okay, the righteous was in rulership at that time. Okay, continuing on. But when the wicked beareth rule, and who's the wicked? Esau, Edom, pursuant to Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4. Okay, we understand that Esau is the wicked. Okay, so what happens when the wicked beareth rule, when the wicked is in rulership? Okay, I'll read that again. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. That's right, it says the people mourn. And are not the people mourning right now? Yes, the people are mourning. Okay, why? Because the wicked is bearing rule. The wicked is currently in rulership, man. Okay, that's why you see that the suicide rates is at an all-time high. That's why you see that drug usage is at an all-time high. That's why you see that depression is at an all-time high. Why is it that we're seeing all these things? Because the wicked is currently bearing rule. The wicked is currently in rulership. Okay, that's why we're seeing these things, man. Okay, but we understand that very soon, this damn devil Esau, Edom, will be removed from power. Okay, we understand very soon things will be turned right side up. Okay, and with that said, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the elect, and I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash, Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.